Hey guys, and welcome back to the Cornelius Does Stuff channel today with another react review, kind of analyze review type thing for this because it is Falcon Winter Soldier, so it is a TV series. So I can't do the same thing as Snyder, where we went through spoiler free and give an overall thing, because this is going to have to go across the entire season, which I think is 10 episodes. I'm not sure. But this one's about episode 1, which I have just watched. And it was, it was a first episode. It kind of set up some plots, but not really. How do I... Okay, a non-spoiler view of this is it's a good setup and kind of is interesting. I think some parts of it are very interesting to see where they're going to go with it. There are some parts of it where you're like, not sure about that, but it's going to be a key plot. It's going to go the way they want it to. So hopefully that's actually in a good way, and it's actually good. Kind of as point blank as I can say it in that scenario. So, like, a non-spoiler review of this is that it was. You should watch it, at least this first episode, because you will probably either like or you can't really build what you like about off one episode. It did seem to go by quite quickly. It was a 44 or so minute like runtime, with, if you take out credits and the intro, I think it's about 44, maybe 42 minutes. For that, it felt like it probably went by like in 25 minutes, so it actually goes through at a decent pace in which you're not going to be sitting there going, oh, how much longer do I have this? Like, I had that when watching Snyder. I was like, oh, how much longer is this? Oh, it's another 2 hours? Oh, fuck. Bloody hell. But this one kind of just breezed straight through. So I would say you probably should watch at least the first episode. The first 2 episodes I would say you should watch. The third one, I'm not sure if that'll be starting, because I think it is 10 episodes. I'm not sure. It could be less, could be more. Now heading into a bit more of the spoiler zone in a way, because there is like big parts of it that came out, or that you watching, you see, and you're like, okay. So heading into spoiler stuff, it's Falcon Winter Soldier on 2 different agendas, is probably 2 different stories, which I think they will come together, and it should, because with the series being the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I feel like you need them a bit more together. We saw, I think, one of the trailers, a psych session between the 2, so that's going to be in a future episode, which is going to be quite nice. They introduced a new Captain America, which, it's plot. Don't really like the idea of having introducing another Captain America. The like bad group, the big bad group. Yeah, okay. I think it's interesting, but it's going to probably be, Bucky's friend Tamagotchi or whatever. His son was probably involved in it, so that's how they link Falcon, Bucky and Sam up. That's the link between the 2. You have the Shield agent's name, Carter, who's appearing sometime in the season, so I don't know how that's going to work. You've got the Wilson family with the boat in the house. That is an interesting side. It feels like there's a lot of a lot of plots and a lot of strings for it, so that's actually quite good for it. It felt like it was focused on Sam, which I think it probably should have been. I think the idea behind this is to actually put Sam in as the Captain America type role in the movies. So you'll have probably Spider-Man. Well, their idea would be probably Spider-Man as Iron Man going in the future, and Falcon as Captain America going in the future. So in that sense, it's nice having some focus on, but I would probably prefer having a bit more of Bucky involved. With Bucky's story, I feel like it's what we. It's interesting because they're running for a 106-year-old character, having going on a date with someone's like 25 or something. So that's but him having nightmares of him being Winter Soldier is quite interesting. I think that's probably gonna play into the bad guy from Civil War, the guy that had Bucky become soldier with the words. I can't remember, but I think he's also in this, so it's probably going to tie up with him with those nightmares. He seems like in this episode, Sam felt like the serious character and Bucky was kind of like the comedic relief, which it's probably going to swap between the two in the future episodes, which is quite nice. And then the final talking point is the new Captain America. Okay, I think people thought this was I think in the preview stuff that I watched, I think people were thinking, oh, it's US Agent. Like before first episode came out, it's US Agent. I would prefer that. Although I don't know the character, I would prefer US Agent to Captain America because I don't like the idea of having another character be Captain America. Because I feel it's weird because I see this ending. There's three ways I can see this ending. Either the new Captain America joins like with Sam and Bucky, and there's not much between them. New Captain America stops and Sam takes up the shield, or Bucky takes up shield, so there's actually it's four. And then the last one would be, I think, I really need to remember character names and the actors. I can't see the actor, but I can't. Steve Rogers actor, Chris Evans? I think it's Chris Evans. I'm just gonna say Captain Steve Rogers because if I've got that wrong, I'm fucked. Or he comes back and he like says, "Oh, I don't want you to have the shield," and then he's the general or something says no. I don't know. Like it's probably gonna end with. I feel like it's going to end with one of Sam or Bucky taking up the mantle. I'd probably prefer Bucky being Captain America if he has to take the name and stuff, because Winter Soldier's got. I think he would want to change it from Winter Soldier if he's still having like a code name type thing. He won't be the Winter Soldier because that's gonna bring back the memories of him killing people. And I think Sam fits quite well with the idea of being the Falcon. Yeah, I think. Well, you got the next episode, which I think is going to probably end with Bucky and Sam seeing each other. I feel like they're going to. It might take 20 minutes, because the thing is they go between the two, so it's not like it's 20 minutes straight of Bucky, then 20 minutes straight of Sam. You go in between, which is really good. I think the first 20 minutes will be probably 10 and 10, give or take. For each character, and then Bucky's investigation into the death of Takashima's son. I've said the name differently, I feel like, but in the investigation of that's going to lead somewhere with Sam. Sam's probably going to be annoyed at them having another Captain America. That's going to lead to the two of them teaming up in some kind and doing something. I'm going to continue watching this because I want to do like reviews like this consistently, and I think for me I think next episode or the episode after, see the 2 or 3, is going to determine if I actually enjoy the show and I actually want to continue watching it, or if I just watch it because I want to make content on it. So, to end this, I'm gonna say it was a good show, a good first episode. Yeah, like it's weird. I'm trying to put in more detail, but I'm also like, I kind of want to know more, which is actually really good by them because it's means I'm actually invested in a bit of it because I actually want to know what they're doing next and what's actually going to happen. So kudos on that, because in that sense they did really well, because I will watch the next probably episode or two up until I get a bit like pissed off at it. So if you guys did enjoy this, hit the like button, subscribe as usual, as there will be probably a Snyder epilogue video coming out soon where I'm going to like spoiler heavy for Snyder in terms of the epilogue and what that sets up in the future. There will be more Radical Red Nuzlocke. There will be I think there's some more Valorant content coming to the channel in the next few days. So if you guys do enjoy any of that, hit the like button, subscribe as I just said before, and yeah, peace.